Hey friends, so glad that you've decided to join us for this informational video that we've put together for you. My name's Shannon, if you don't already know, and I'm just so glad that you wanted more information about what I've been up to and my health journey and where that's taken me over the last couple of years. So I've invited one of my most amazing friends and business partner, Alona from Kelowna, to hop on and just share her story and what Juice Plus is all about. Hi, Alona.
Awesome. Thanks, Shannon. Thanks for having me. Super honored to be here and share with you guys what Shannon and I are doing and why we're doing what we're doing. First of all, you're probably wondering, what are these products Shannon's talking about? So I'll quickly go through them because they are simple. So I'm going to keep it simple. We have fruits, veggies, and berries in a capsule. Okay, yeah, you heard it right. It's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Who would have ever thought this existed? It is amazing. And what it is, it's 30 vine ripened fruits and vegetables that are picked at the peakness of the ripeness of the produce. They pick it, they put it through like a huge grinder to make things easy. And they use the skin pit stem seeds, the whole produce, which is where all the nutrients are. So what we do then is there's never any soil chemicals or anything found in the soils. What we do is we juice it on the spot, get rid of all the water, and extract the sugars. So there's no sugar. So these are amazing for diabetics. We use them in my family. I've actually been using these products for 4 years. My kids have been using the gummies for 8 years, you guys. The kids' gummies, they look like this. They're delicious. As you can see, there's no seal. It is just a Ziploc bag. They can get in here. There's no warning labels. They're amazing for my kids. They've been using them for 8 years just to help us bridge the gap of what we should be eating. You know, they eat the same fruits and veggies every day, and this gives them the rainbow, if you would. And for us adults, they come in capsules. You look on the back, there is no supplement label or nutrition label. It is labeled the same way as a bag of frozen broccoli. How cool is that? So it's just food, and your body knows what to do with it. It's bioavailable. It is also the most researched nutritional product in the whole world. Yes, you can ask Siri, and she will tell you as well. So we've been using these every day in my household, and it's been a blessing. It's definitely helped me as a busy mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and for me, my day looked like coffee in hand in the morning, coffee in hand in the afternoon, and also a nap before I picked up the kids from school. I was exhausted. I was constipated. Yes, I said it. I was bloated. And I just didn't feel good in my own skin. I knew that that is not how I'm supposed to feel in my 30s. Something was missing. And what was missing is nutrition. I was not getting enough food into my body, and not good food. I would grab the quick and easy things, as you guys know. You know, it's bagels and cream cheese and toast and bars, sugar-filled bars. And I was feeling exactly what I was putting into my body. Not very good. So these have totally been a game changer in my life, as well as my husband's. Our immune systems are way better. We haven't been on antibiotics in years. Even if my kids get sick, you guys, it's a little bit of a runny nose, and I just double up because it's food. They can take more food. So that's what I love about it. We also have an omega blend, which is a plant-based omega. It's omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And the best part, we have skipped the fish and gone straight to the algae to get the omega-3. If you didn't know, fish don't actually have any omegas. I learned that just recently. So these are an amazing way to get all the healthy fats into your diet that you need for an amazing body to function well. If you're not using one, highly recommend getting one. We also have our amazing shakes. They are plant-based, vegan, gluten-free, low glycemic, non-GMO, and these are easy fuel. I have hockey players in my house who take it as a naked shake. They shake it with just some water or almond milk. You can fancy it up with some greens. You can add bananas, avocados. But the good thing is there's another about 15 different plants in here. So your kids are getting things like pumpkin powder and spirulina powder and yucca powder and pomegranate powder. There is broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, radishes. So they're getting whole foods. Again, it's a good mix of protein, fiber, and fat. We also have the same mix in bars. So for people who, again, are busy, who don't like having shakes, you can throw these in your purse, in your car, and easily accessible. There's no nuts, so the kids can even take them to school. So, and the other product we have is our amazing Tower Garden Mine is not the best right now. I'm replanting it, but it is a 5-foot garden. We have them in schools. We have them all over. Shannon has some in her school. My kids do as well, teaching the kids young. And when they grow it themselves, they're more up to eating it. So it's really cool to have indoors, outdoors, patios, whatnot. Now to tell you a little bit about me, I'm a mom of 2. I have 2 kids, 9 and 12. And like I said, they've been taking the gummies for 8 years. And it has definitely helped their immune system. And just as moms, knowing that they're getting all the nutrients they're supposed to get, or dads, if you're a dad on here. And because I got super inspired sharing with other people what these products have done for me, it has inspired hundreds across Canada and all over the world. We're in 25 different countries. So it's become my passion to share with people our mission of inspiring healthy living around the world. And I'm so glad that Shannon's on this journey with me, amongst many other amazing, inspiring women in my life and men. There's lots of daddies too who are interested in health and nutrition and Olympic athletes. And you know, everybody really needs better nutrition. So for me, the business makes sense as well. I've been doing this for 4 years and it's become my passion, and it's been a blessing for my family. I used to be an entrepreneur and I traded my time for money. And when I was sick or my kids were sick, I didn't get paid. When I went on vacation, I didn't get paid. Now I do. It's residual income, and it is the best $50 I ever spent. There's no monthly minimums. There is no stockpiling of products. There's no risk or anything involved. It is an amazing community of inspiring people who allow you to dream and reach for the stars. There is no ceiling. You can do as much or as little as you'd like. So if any of this resonates with you, of course, reach out to us or Shannon. But hopefully that was beneficial information. I'll pass it back over to Shannon.
Awesome. Thanks, Alona. Yeah, you know, when Alona introduced me to the product, you guys, I was at a point in my health where being an athlete in university, high-level athlete, and I was used to my body performing at a high level. And then I had kids. Ugh, right? As women, you all know what happens to your body when you have kids. So my body image absolutely plummeted. I was like, what is happening here? So, you know, it started out with just making small, simple changes in my life. It all started with coffee, actually, because I know most of you moms, we live off coffee, right? Except I didn't actually drink just coffee. I was drinking like those caffeinated international creamers. And I was probably going through one of those big bottles like a week. They're pure chemicals. So exactly what Alona's saying, I was fueling my body with chemicals. Well, that's not how I wanted to live my life. And it's not how I wanted to introduce healthy habits to my girls, right? That was really, really important for me. So basically I started cut out coffee, because that's what I was drinking coffee just for chemicals, and that's not what I wanted. And what happened was I made this change, and all of a sudden my body started changing. Well, when that happens, it's a snowball effect, right? Then you're like, oh, what else can I do? So I started cutting out some dairy, and I started cutting out some gluten, and I was like, oh, I'm feeling good here. But I still wasn't losing the weight I wanted. That was a big thing for me as well, being the mom bod. So when Alona reached out to me and was like, hey, I think I might have something for you, I was like, yeah, sign me up. Let's do this. Because it was everything that I totally believed in. Whole foods, all natural, everything that I believed in. There was no chemicals. And what sold me was that I could give it to my kids. That was huge. Huge. So I started our Sweet Body program and noticed instantly the energy level was like through the roof. And, you know, I'd even texted Alona. I was like, well, we're having midday sex. I know I said it, right? But it's so amazing, you guys, the energy. People at work were noticing. I was like, they were like, what are you on? And I was like, veggie crack. It's amazing. So what I loved about the program too was that, you know, I started leaning out. I started gaining more muscle, and it's just my recovery from workouts were huge. The best part about it though was probably my daughter, who is, if you guys know me, she has ADHD. And so we've gone through struggles with that throughout her journey. And once she started taking the gummies, she was doing some vision therapy. And when we went in for our yearly assessment, the only thing that we had changed was giving her the gummies. And when we went in for the assessment, the doctor looked at me and said, I don't know what you're doing, but you no longer need to see us, which was huge, because vision therapy, if you don't know, is super expensive and it's not usually covered by medical. So we were spending probably close to $1,500 for 8 weeks, and she was doing it consistently. So that was a huge thing for our family when the doctor was like, high fives, you don't need to come see us anymore. So that was huge. And then obviously we've seen huge gains in her with her nutrition, with her learning. And so after that experience, you know, Alona reached out and was like, hey, you know, you're loving this. Why don't you get a rebate on your product? And I was like, meh, I don't need another thing in my life. I'm a busy professional. I'm a teacher. I don't have time for a business. Who needs that? But then I thought about it for a little bit and I was like, you know what? I could use a rebate though. I love free stuff. Who doesn't? So I said, yeah, why not? I'm just signing up for the rebate though. Don't try to make me into a salesperson. So, but then what happened was I really started thinking about it because I was like, you know what? As a teacher, to make more money, I could go back and get my master's degree for an extra, you know, $10,000 to $12,000 going into debt again. Or I could and wait a full year to start making that payment bump. Or I could pay $50 now and start making money now. So that was a big appeal for me. And I was like, and I'm doing it anyways. I'm sharing with my friends. I'm sharing with my family. I love this stuff. So really, that was a big indicator for me too, was just to like, just go for it. And then as time went on, as I started sharing super simple, now it's like the best $50 I ever made or I ever invested. And I've started to see the light at the end of the tunnel in regards to debt, in regards to, oh my gosh, we're going to go traveling, right? All of those big dreams that, you know, I always thought were unattainable actually are coming to fruition with this opportunity, which I absolutely love. So it's really given me that freedom to dream again. So I just wanted to thank you guys so much for tuning in, listening to what we have to offer and share you guys for health and wealth. Thank you, Alona, for joining me today. And hopefully if you guys anything resonated with either of our stories, I'll be in touch or reach out. Thanks, you guys.
Bye.